Sir, according to you, what will be the future of AICTE?
The All India Council for Technical Education is a regulator and has been functioning as a regulator in terms of maintaining the quality standards in all the disciplines that come under the AICTE Act. Like for example, engineering, technology, architecture, pharmacy, applied arts, crafts and management. Now in this process, in the last 4 years, we have initiated several measures by which the quality has certainly improved. But however, in the last few days, we have also had some issues where a few of the private managements had approached the court, and probably a decision was there that AICTE would be functioning henceforth as an advisor. Now we have filed our review petition in the court, and in the absence of the review petition being heard at this point of time, we would request that further replies to such a question be deferred, because we believe the case is sub judice. But however, I would like to inform that AICTE has been functioning in the most transparent fashion with complete accountability in the last 4 years, and we and our team, and with the active support of the ministry, have succeeded to a fair extent in preserving the objectives of AICTE as envisaged in the Act.
What is your opinion about the current issues of AICTE?
No, we have certainly filed our review petition, and the case would probably be heard once the courts reopen, and we believe the larger interests of AICTE as a regulator would be taken care of. Now beyond that, I don't think I'll be in a position to really speculate on what the decisions would be or would not be. As far as AICTE is concerned, in the last few years we have implemented several initiatives, e-governance being one of the most important of the initiatives, where complete transparency and accountability has been gained through essentially transaction driven activities converted to robust process driven activities. Today every applicant can sit at home and print their approval letters without really coming to AICTE for any of those services. Now that's the level of transparency. We have also put in all the documents that are required in the public domain, and anybody absolutely can go and look up for the documents of the institutions on the AICTE website. Now besides this, there are several initiatives which we have taken in the last 4 years. Some of the major ones being the tuition fee waiver scheme, where 5% supernumerary seats created are given to economically backward students. Last year there were about 1 lakh of students who benefited from complete waiving of tuition fee. This year we have had more than 1.5 lakh students having benefited through this scheme. We have introduced several other schemes to promote quality research. We have started Research Park scheme, where we fund 1 crore of rupees to the institutions if they manage to bring another 1 crore of rupees from the industry. And we have also streamlined the rules and regulations for PhD admissions. We have given very clear guidelines for student eligibility, for guide eligibility, and the institution to be registered as a PhD center. Now these initiatives are, we believe, will go a long way in promoting the research facilities. As far as the MTechs are concerned, we have allowed institutions to come out with second shift for PG education in their institutions. Whereas when we started off 4 years back, we had 1/3, 2/3 MTech, BTech numbers in the institution. Today we have managed to reverse that, and we have 2/3 MTechs and 1/3 BTechs amongst the teaching faculty. We hope to rectify this further as we go along with all the initiatives that we have created for as a regulatory process. We have also initiated several methodologies for polytechnics to improve their quality. In fact, all the schemes which were available for degree colleges are now available for polytechnics, and therefore we pride in providing a facilitating mechanism, an enabling mechanism, rather than being only a regulatory mechanism for our AICTE approved institutions. We have also further added several other initiatives which go to promote education amongst the deprived classes. We have provided 2 crore rupees to institutions which would build hostels for the privileged, underprivileged classes of our society, or those students who are in dire need of accommodation in order to complete their studies. So overall we have introduced several methods, methodologies, schemes to improve the quality of technical education.